Hey guys, so today I'm excited to share with you some Christmas and holiday memories from the classroom. I asked teachers to share with me some of their favorite holiday and Christmas memories from when they were teaching in a classroom. So let's see what they had to say.
My favorite holiday memory in the classroom. So I have a bunch I've been kind of thinking about. Speaking of holidays, I have my little Halloween shirt on today. But holidays around the world was one of my very favorite things to do in the classroom. So it was about seeing all the diversity around the world and different holidays. I tried to fit in as many as I could. I invited parents in to share their holidays. I learned so much along with the kids that it was just really interesting how the parents got involved and just a lot of fun. So I did find lesson plans from, I think I bought this like 10 years ago or something. Her name was Rochelle Smith, and she has a Holidays Around the World packet. And it has like the Netherlands, Israel, Italy, Mexico, England, Germany. So you can teach them about St. Nicholas and Australia and Sweden and America, like a ton of different countries and different things. And I think teaching holidays around the world and having the parents get involved was probably my favorite memory.
Hey there, I'm Allyson from OnlineTeacherAllyson.com, where stay-at-home parents learn how to teach online so they can earn an income from home. My favorite holiday memories in the classroom and in the online classroom always have to do with bringing the holidays in some quick, friendly, accessible way to my students. One of my most recent ones is this jacket. You've probably seen it around before. It's essentially a Christmas tree. And I would start the camera, this is for my online classes, with it zipped up. It's kind of wonky. It's been in storage. And I'd be looking like a Christmas tree. My kids would get a great laugh out of it. Remember, they're like little, 5, 6. These were my Chinese students who didn't necessarily celebrate Christmas. My students loved this. I actually had one student. She got so excited to see my Christmas tree that she ran off camera and grabbed a little tiny hanging Christmas tree, and we were talking about it because, as you know, in China they normally celebrate Chinese New Year and not Christmas. So it was a quick little way to bond. She was excited. She had that in common with me. Another way I like to bring in the holidays is fun little trinkets. This is Dino. And he'd come to the camera and make an appearance and say hello. And they loved Santa Dino. One of my ways I want to do it this year is, so I'm going to cut my Cricut. This is just something I had hanging around. You put their names inside the ornament, cut them out, and then decorate your background with your online learners' names or your classroom learners. And they think it's a ton of fun to find their name, and it makes it theirs a little more than, just my normal background every day. So those are some of my favorite memories. I love to the holidays are my favorite. So those are some of the most recent ways I have brought them in.
I have some fond memories of Christmas in the classroom. Some of my favorite ones revolved around the Christmas programs, the musical programs we would do every December. I was in charge of making the programs from scratch, usually, to have the kindergartners combine with the first graders to do on stage together. There were about 30 students altogether. It was a small school. One of my favorite programs is when we did the ABC Christmas. I found 12 or 13 songs that started with different letters of the alphabet, and I put those in there. The other letters that I either could not find songs for or just chose not to put songs for because we had enough songs, I created a short little 2-line rhyme that 3 or 4 students would come to the microphones and recite for us. For example, A would be Angels We Have Heard on High. B and C would be a poem. D would be Deck the Halls, farther down. Now, when we got to J, I decided to bring out my bells and we would do Jingle Bells. Nope, Joy to the World. Sorry. So I created this cool poster board, and each of them bells was a different note of the octave, of the scale. And so each person would have one bell, and when I pointed to their color, they would do that for that long of a note. And it was really cool for the parents to see. Also for M, we did Mary Did You Know? And we had them put white gloves on, and we had all the lights off and put black lights on there. And they did that all to sign language. I picked out some words in there. And so you could see these hands just moving in synchronous movements on stage. And I'm like, wow, those kids are 5 and 6 years old. Yes, they are. And they love that song. Here's a favorite one. So those are some of my top Christmas memories of the classroom.
Thank you so much for asking me to make a little video about some of my family traditions. Now, I do have 13 children. My youngest now is almost 16. My oldest is 20 years older. And I have 13 all in between there. And thinking about the holidays is a really special time. Some of the things that I've tried to do through the years is try to give meaningful gifts. So what I've tried to instill in my kids is that homemade gifts are great. And one of the things that I've done the last several years since my older kids have moved out is I have been making Christmas stockings. And I'm going to show you some pictures that I have on Ravelry.com. This is a website for knitters and crocheters. These are my stockings, and this is my oldest daughter and her husband, and now they have 4 kids. And this was the first year that I made the stockings, and these are knitted. This is the recent one that I've done, and this is not knitted. This is crocheted. These look like they're knitted. I actually entered the Lincoln one. I entered that into our county fair and got a ribbon on it. And then I made the parents, Tony and Naomi one, and they have not even seen them yet. So I'm really excited. So my goal was to make stockings for all of the kids that are grown up and the grandkids. So that is one of my favorite traditions that I do this time of year, is make sure that all the stockings are made. Christmas is all about the birth of our Savior Jesus Christ. And this year is going to be a little bit harder for me because my son had a skiing accident in January and he is no longer with us. So I think with everything that's going on in the world and with the trouble in my own family and the heartache, my theme this year is going to be peace on earth. And as I make things for my family, just thinking about the peace that homemade items brings to me and the gifting of myself to others, and just remembering that peace on earth is what Jesus wants for us, and we should strive to bring peace to one another. Thank you for watching, and Merry Christmas.
I have a lot of fond childhood memories towards Christmas. It was always a wonderful time of year when I got together with extended family. We have a very close extended family, so I always looked forward to seeing grandparents and aunts and uncles and cousins. Just a joyous time of the year. So in the classroom, I absolutely love bringing in Christmas. I love doing activities and crafts and things that have to do with Christmas. When I worked at VIP Kid, I loved bringing our culture from the United States to them. A lot of them don't celebrate Christmas, and a lot of them who say they do, if you press them a little bit, they only celebrate in English class. I loved comparing it to Chinese New Year because then you can compare how you get together with family and eat a lot of food and give presents, and so do they. And it was just so much fun sharing my culture and also learning about theirs.
What great memories. And a big thank you to every teacher who sent me a video sharing their memories. If you want to check out more from each of these teachers, look in the description below where I will have links listed to their YouTube channels and their social media platforms. And I encourage you to go check out each of their channels for all the fun things that they share on their YouTube channels. Before we go, I wanted to share one of my favorite games that I played in the classroom for my Christmas party. We played Pin the Nose on Rudolph. This fun game is easy to pull together. You can either draw your own Rudolph and play, just like Pin the Tail on the Donkey, or if you're looking for posters that you can easily print off, you can check out this one, as well as a couple more that I'll have listed on my Teachers Pay Teachers store, and you can find that link in the description. Also, I would love for you to share some of your favorite memories from the classroom. Please leave us a comment and share what you remember being some of your favorite memories. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see some fun ideas for Christmas, check out this video here. Thanks for watching, and Merry Christmas.